Hello everyone, welcome. I finally finished building my base. I started this base when I reached aluminum tier. Back then it was just one building, and now we have expanded to accommodate for all the advanced refineries as well as larger ornithopters. So in this video I want to give you guys a tour, show you how I set everything up, and hopefully give you guys ideas and tips to help you build your base. And I'm going to start with my favorite area, this balcony. Originally the balcony ended right here, but I extended it a little bit more because one thing that I just didn't have enough of was balconies. And then the entire workshop or the work area is just right inside. And as much as I like rooms and division, when I made mine, I had practicality in mind. So that's why these work areas is just an entire big, large open floor. Because in this game we cannot display our armors and things like that, I thought, you know what? Let me at least display the sandbags that I no longer use. So I'm really happy how this turned out. Otherwise this place would be, a little bit more boring. But now we have a shelf, we have some sandbags at the top. So this kind of worked out really well. And the other thing that I did was create this extra additional room extension for the large oil refinery, because this thing is just a complete eyesore. This area with the rocks, originally I didn't like it because it was in the way, but now that is all decorated and all of that, this area actually looks pretty nice, pretty unique. And over here, this area is very basic, just a garage. I only have one buggy here. The other buggy, I assembled it when I go to a deep desert. And this is how I ended up organizing all the storage. It looks alright and it's easy to access, right? Everything at the bottom is very easy. And if I need to access the ones at the top, just jump up and I can still kind of walk around from one side to the other if I need to access the large containers. And over here on the outside there's nothing. This is just a ramp or a path. The purpose was for the buggy to just jump off the cliff to kind of get steel, carbon ore and things like that at the bottom. On the other side, instead I have all the utilities. So I have 4 large wind traps. I turn them on when I need them, as well as all the wind turbines, many of them just off. And again, practicality in mind, I wanted this close by from the rest of the work area so that I can just go out, either refuel or just turn them off. I guess I show you guys also a little bit of what we have in terms of numbers. The only thing that I maxed out are the lights and the projections. But for everything else, there's plenty of room still to expand if I need to. And also for those who are interested, the taxes is 18,000 per cycle. This is one advanced Sub-fief plus 5 staking units, the horizontal ones. And there's also one vertical one. I believe it's just one. So let's go up here. And there is not much here in the middle level. It's just decoration and whatnot. But at the top here, we have the large spice refinery. So this another monstrosity. I did not want to have this on the ground level, so I put it here with where the fuel generators are, as well as some of those water cisterns. So I have a couple down here. And I also ended up also building the medium refinery, mostly because I don't always get to have, accumulate 10,000 in spice sand. The large one only takes 10,000 at a time. During the weeks that I do go to a deep desert, then yes, I get to 10,000 pretty easily. Otherwise, sometimes I just use the medium refinery, since at 750 you can already start making spice. And I also brought these ceiling lights a little bit lower, illuminates better. Same thing here, I did the same. I wish we had like a round walls, but yeah, I can see why we don't have them. But over here, all the water cisterns, I do prefer the medium water systems because they cost very cheap in terms of materials. It's just steel and silicone blocks versus the large ones. You need components like there is industrial pump, all that stuff in there, and they occupy the same amount of space. Each of them can hold 25,000 liters in water. So four of them is 100,000, which is the same amount as the large water cisterns. So they occupy the same physical space, basically, what I'm saying. So that's why I'm rather just use four of these. And I just have only three advanced death steals. I think three is enough. The main reason why I don't use more or build more of this is because of the power consumption. It's 350 each. Over here on this side, it's just balcony. So let me take you guys now to the outside, to the hangar where all the ornithopters are. And at the top we have two for the scout ornithopters. A lot of people really like this setup. I thought about changing these, but yeah, a lot of people liked it and I can see why, so I ended up just keeping them. And they work pretty well. So there is, you know, two scouts, one with storage, the other one with boosters. And this area here is just, I guess, a terrace, if you will. And yes, I know the carpet is Harkonnen, but I couldn't fit any other carpet in here in the middle, so it is a hardcore carpet. And yeah, just decoration here, absolutely no other purpose than decoration. Again, more balconies, same thing on the other side, you know, balconies and all that stuff, except that the view is a little bit better, because you can now see the other side of the base. And we go to the top now, so we can go to the top from both sides. Again, a small balcony. And up over here is where the big boy is. I totally underestimated the size of this thing. I kept making this area bigger and bigger because it just wouldn't fit. And on the other side, I have this area also just decorative. I just wanted a outside seating area, but I didn't want it just open ceiling, so I did this shape type of things, right? And so we have some shapes in here, and this helps a little bit because I am running out of lights, and at least having this ceiling this way, you kind of have, I guess, a certain degree of a little bit of light. Maybe in the evening, not so much. And here, let me just jump to the top so you can have a better idea of what I did here. And this here, that is just all decoration, just to kind of give the entire base, I guess, more height. I'll take you guys now to the other side, which is all absolutely just for decorations. The new decorative sandbags actually came in really handy. Otherwise it would be just, you know, an empty space. And we can go up here and we have the shrine for Shai Halu. And yeah, that's pretty much all what it is here. And when we go up here, so there is one area here that takes us back to the work area. We have a little bit of just you know, like a seating area with a gigantic beach umbrella, if you will. And over here, this is basically the living quarters, if you will. And what I have here is more living room, sitting area in the middle, facing the balcony. I saw a YouTuber doing this. I thought, oh, that's fantastic. Let me try it. And it's very simple, you know. Once you have the walls on the side, Down here where I have the railing, what you do first is put, you know, a half wall down here first. Then you can put this one passageway here. What you do later is just basically delete, you know, the half walls below. You can either replace them with rails or just leave it without anything if you prefer. I do like it more with rails. And then at the top you can also add half walls if you like. I'm not too sure how it will look if you put, you know, rails at the top. You know, it might also look good. You know, let me try. Let me remove these and let me put a rail here. Hold on, let me do one of these. Right, actually looks actually pretty nice if you put a rail at the top instead of the wall. So yeah, let me just do that. Oh shit, look at that. So the rails at the top actually look better than the walls. And then we also do the rail below, but these ones are the ones that you can actually walk through. So yeah, this actually looks better. All right, look at that. We just figured something out together. And we have another balcony here. This is a small one. The view is fantastic. Anywhere in this space, you look out and you can see the entire desert. It's very nice. And what we have here is an outside dining room, a smaller, shorter balcony. And we go further up, and this is basically the bedroom, if you will. So I do have a sitting area by the rocks. These rocks here, they kind of also give a little bit more of a character to the area. We have the bed here. Originally, I had two bedrooms, one here at the top and another one downstairs. I thought, you know, one for sleeping, one for freak off. And then I thought, you know what, nah, that's not me, that's not me. So I just put a library instead at the bottom. So yeah, so this is the bedroom. Not too sure what to do here, so I just put a bunch of, I don't know, just libraries and those dressers and stuff like that. But the balcony, I think, is kind of like the best. Some decorations on the sides. Again, not enough lights, so just one. And then finally we have another balcony here at the back. Again, you know, a lot of balconies, man, a lot of balconies. And yeah, just same thing. And I did a separate, I guess, a gazebo, you know, type of situation up in here. I thought I have this space, you know, I'm not using it. A bunch of rocks, so I might as well do something. And yeah, and this is the top of this area. Oh, and by the way, I didn't know this before. I don't know if you guys know, but when you use the what is called the Solido replicator, I always thought that whatever you click on, you made a copy of your entire base inside your buildable area. If I make a copy of this gazebo here, and when I go to preview this, I only get the gazebo because it is not structurally connected to the rest of the buildings. So if I do the other way around and I copy this building, when I go to preview it, I will only see the building and not the gazebo. But yeah, just something to know. I hope, you know, this video helps you in some way with ideas or whatnot, you know, hopefully. And if you guys have any questions, you know, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, that is pretty much it for this video. I'll leave you guys with a couple of shots. And otherwise, you know, thank you all for watching. Enjoy the game. And I see you all in the next video.